Alright, Hawks fans, I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a very disappointing showing from you guys. Now, I get you guys have inexperience. I get this is really a lot of y'all players' first time being relied upon this much in a playoff setting. This is really something a lot of you players really was not accustomed to. So, that being said, there are like 3 adjustments I've seen from last night's game because I think that was a wake-up call for you guys. There should be no reason the Knicks is dictating on y'all home court, dictating how the game is going to be played physically. Like I said, I knew they were going to come out with the first punch. I knew they were going to come out ultra aggressive. I knew that was coming. And like I said, the first quarter, I at least liked the way y'all responded. But it seemed like that second quarter, in the stretch without Jalen Brunson, that it just seemed like you guys fell apart. And then Karl-Anthony Towns was really just picking you guys apart. I think that is one of y'all clear disadvantages right there. You guys just don't really have an answer for Karl-Anthony Towns. Whenever he's playing like that, you guys have no answer. He's just too big for anybody you guys have for him, and he's too skilled offensively. And then what made it worse is like he wasn't even beating you guys as a scorer. He was also beating you guys as a facilitator, as somebody who was initiating the offense. You guys allowed him to have 10 assists, along with the 20 points he had on 6 of 10 shooting. Like, that can't happen. That can't happen. There should be no way in the world Karl-Anthony Towns is getting a triple-double. And he only had 2 turnovers, so it's not like he was out here, being careless with the ball. Like, you guys was giving him so many easy reads. There was so many back screens allowing to cuts where the man was just wide open under the goal or wide open around the basket. Where was the rotations at? So like I said, that to me is I think y'all clearest disadvantage against this Knicks team. Whenever he's playing like that, whenever he's being utilized, and whenever the offense is running through him, you guys are gonna have a problem. So you guys gotta fix that. You guys need, and I mean need, to find a way to make him play within the crowd. Stop falling for those pump fakes. Do you know how many pump fakes he's done to where you guys are just out to play entirely? To now he's just getting downhill, getting around the rim, and making plays. You guys need to clean that up immediately. Another adjustment that needs to be made, which is kind of funny because this is y'all strength. This is y'all way of generating quality looks with pretty much each and every time down the floor. But for whatever reason, you guys are not really honing in on this. You guys are not fixated on this. Attack Jalen Brunson every chance you guys get down the floor. I am not understanding why there are still many possessions in the game to where he is not even being involved in even one single ball screen action. I don't get it. Like, I've seen enough plays from you guys to where that is the only way you guys were generating quality looks. You guys have 3, at times 4 playmakers out there on the floor to where you got, or shot creators, playmakers, shot creators, whatever you want to say. You guys have at least 3 to 4 of those on the floor at every time. Hunt him every chance you get. There should be no reason I'm seeing you guys take OG Anunoby off the dribble. There should be no reason I'm seeing you guys take Mikal Bridges off the dribble. There should be no way I'm seeing you guys take Josh Hart off the dribble. Do you see what Josh Hart did to you guys game 4? Get Brunson involved into these ball screen actions. That is your recipe for success. So like I said, the fact that you guys are not doing that play in, play out, I can understand if they're doing a great job of hiding him on these screens. However, like I said, there's been many situations I've seen. I'm going to do a better job of actually, tallying them as the game goes, next game. But there's been situations where I've seen him not even being involved in one ball screen action. I've seen it to where he's just literally standing right by Dyson Daniels in the corner for the entire play. So, like I said, you guys need to do a better job at attacking Jalen Brunson every time down the floor. Stop allowing him to hide. Force him into every pick and roll action. I don't care how many times you got to run it within one single play. You guys need to force him onto your primary scores. Don't just settle. There should be no reason you guys cannot generate quality looks with that team, with that many shot creators you guys have out there on the floor. And like I said, what you're now allowing is now you're wearing him down on the defensive end, which then will affect him offensively. And that will be a win for you guys. So make sure that is the game plan going forward. Like I said, you guys do it. The times you generate quality offense is because you're attacking him. But it just needs to be more of that. It can't be you guys taking those elite defenders off the dribble. That just is not a recipe for success. Adjustment number 3 for the game 5. Like I said, to me this is just self-explanatory. Like, being that you guys are the underdog, game 5, like I say, you guys already lost home court advantage. There should be no reason whatsoever that this team is the more aggressive team. Like I say, you got the underdogs. You can't allow that to happen. You guys need to be the more aggressive team. You guys got to play with physicality. You guys got to set the tone early and often. There should be no let up in this game whatsoever. The defensive tone you guys set and coming up with a lot of loose balls and getting early runouts and getting out in transition, that has been y'all keys to success. As far as, especially in the games you guys won, you guys cannot be the team that's just reacting to everything. You guys can't be the team that's a step slow. Like I said, this game 4 was a wake-up call. You at least should know now, going forward, you can't mess around with this team. It won't work. And for some quick little points, as far as your players, Jalen Johnson, you need to show us a little bit more. I heard your name for these past years as you was one of these up-and-coming players that we need to watch out for. You made the All-Star game this year. This is where you need to make your imprint on this game. Game 5, this pivotal game. Like I say, whoever wins Game 5, in my eyes, is winning this series. So you need to come out and make your imprint on this game, make your stamp on this game. You've had decent games up until this point, but I need to see an all-star performance from you from this game. So far, it's been CJ McCollum. He's been the main consistent driving offense for you guys. Jalen Johnson, you need to come with him because it's a possibility CJ McCollum might cool off. If that happens with what I'm seeing from the rest of you guys, it's over. So Jalen Johnson, it's time for you to step up. And the last 2 players I need to speak on is Jonathan Kuminga and Dyson Daniels. I'm not going to lie to you guys. Now, like I said, Jonathan Kuminga, I'm a big fan. You came from my Warriors team. I'm still mad we got rid of you for practically nothing. So, like I said, I'm pulling for you. I'm rooting for you. I want you to do good. But I'm letting you know right now, it seems like to me you're the X factor for this team. If you're able to come in and have an impact like you had in Game 2 and Game 3, it seemed like that your impact offensively and defense, especially defensively. And that's another thing. Like, I get you were struggling. I get offensively you was having one of your worst games out there, but you can't then allow that to affect your game defensively. So offensive, I get it. I get it. Not every game you're going to be super efficient. I get that. But defensively, that needs to be your bread and butter. But like I said, between you and Dyson Daniels, I think you guys, one of you guys, have to at least have like an offensive punch. Because like I said, Dyson Daniels, just your inability to score as is. Like, you've had so many bunnies around the rim that you just missed. And like that, if you play like that, and Jonathan Kuminga is also having a game in which he had either like he did in Game 1 or Game 4, you guys will be in such an uphill battle if that's the production you guys are going to get from both of them. So, like I said, there's just some quick points, some quick takeaways I've had. Game 5 should be fun. Hopefully it should be a competitive game. Knicks, like I said, I'm assuming they're gonna come out same way they did in Game 4, super aggressive, trying to set the tone early. However, it's the Knicks. They're known for letdowns. They do this year after year after year. That's what I'm saying. Like the Hawks, even though you're the underdogs, there's still a opportunity for you guys to win this series. So, like I said, this should be fun. I'm hoping you guys respond well. You guys got punched them out Game 4. I'm looking forward to seeing how you guys bounce back and what type of adjustments you guys make in this Game 5. Like I said, this has definitely been one of the most exciting series in this first round. So I'm looking forward to seeing how this plays out. That being said, if you stay to the end, don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. I'm out.